Hi.
All right, good morning, beautiful people. So it is Sunday, September 8th. I just hit record. I will turn off the music. The Senorita that we listened to, I don't even know how many times last week, but it's all good, right? So I'm going to run downstairs. Clarissa is going to start a little bit here, and I'm going to log on from my phone because I have to literally drive away in 7 minutes, but I can do it from my phone. So she's recording, and we will get the recording up later. All right? So, you good?
Hi, ladies. Good morning.
Hi.
So, questions. Ashley, by the way, your transformation is amazing.
So what?
Your transformation is amazing.
Oh, right. I was so surprised.
We had to feature you on our page.
I saw that. I thought, oh my God, that's so awesome. Like, hey, whatever, can help,
Yeah,
get it done.
Cool.
So
cool.
Yeah.
Margot, your kids are so good looking. Oh my goodness, I was impressed with the pictures.
Yes, I know it all came from this.
Right? Nothing from Dad. Dad's just
Nothing,
a sperm donor.
He was just a donor. Yeah, no, I know it's been an emotional week this week, but actually it's funny because it's added to my super strong belief in healthy eating and staying. I had a little bit of a health issue, but it's all good.
Okay, that's good.
It freaked me out a bit, and I now want to shout from the rooftops how important it is to stay healthy. And you know what? Today I thought, or not today, yesterday or whenever it was, eating healthy, eating clean is basically eliminating one food group. And do you know what that food group is? Sugar.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Tamara has like a participant in her class, and she calls it the brown food group. So it's like chocolate cake, chocolate, everything is brown, cookies, everything is brown. So that's one.
And I used to call it the orange food group because of like Cheetos and chips and all of that. So yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, Kim, my BFF, as you all know, she had uterus cancer, and you all know the story about that. But when she was diagnosed, both of us went on she, of course, studied it, but the Cancer Schmancer website, which I'm not sure if you've heard of it, but Fran Drescher, whatever, from The Nanny, created this website called Cancer Schmancer. And it basically tells people who have been diagnosed or or whatever, how to eat, what to eat. And basically, Kim and I looked at it. It's identical to what the 21-day fix food suggestions are. Wow. And so it kind of, I thought, because literally, and I'm getting deep here, but I'm going to get deep in my little group, but cancer feeds on sugar. It feeds on sugar. Wow. So if you've been diagnosed with it, or if you know of whatever, but sugar creates inflammation in your joint, in your system, in your organs, or whatever, and cancer feeds on sugar. So to try and eliminate the possibility of getting that, and there's no guarantees at all, but eating clean, and if you look at the Cancer Schmancer website, you'll see exactly what I mean. They talk about the exact same foods that 21 Day Fix does. So I am more of a believer now than I ever was before.
And we're on the right track, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's almost a vitally important.
Yeah, and my mom had breast cancer back in 1997, and her doctor also told her to stay away from red meat.
Yeah. Well, red meat too. I know there was a woman who came over yesterday. She's a neighbor of ours, and she had a heart attack. She's 50. She just turned 55. She now has 5 stents in her arteries, and that is huge for her. She has to stay away from red meat. So yeah, there's a few things that we should probably avoid as humans. But I just, again, the whole 21 Day Fix way of eating just eliminates that processed sugar. And you can do maple syrup, like you can do honey. There's all sorts of different ways to sweeten things up.
Yeah, the sugar, yes.
Yeah.
And
so
fruit.
anyways,
And fruits.
What's that?
Fruits.
And I know. And sadly, so many people on these wacky, well, I shouldn't say wacky because some people love keto and all that wonderful stuff, but they eliminate fruits or they eliminate whatever because it says it has sugar. It's not actual sugar. I wish they could change that somehow because it's actually nutrition. It's actually what your body needs. It's fuel. Anyway, I could go on and on.
Yeah, and for me, 21 Day Fix absolutely changed my life, right? I stopped on the yo-yo thing because I used to fluctuate so much. Yeah. Every summer, before summer, I would lose my weight, and then summer, gain all back, and then fall would come. I would go back to preschool, and I had to try my pants on. I was like, oh my goodness, what I'm gonna do? So sometimes I would just like put my pants, leave the zipper on, open, and like put a blue shirt on. And put a jacket. Okay, now I'm like a good teacher. But now, thank God, I don't have to worry about that anymore. Just like even
your pants definitely make you a good teacher.
No, but like for preschool, I had to wear all this like wear jeans and all that kind of stuff. So not the jeans, so I had to fit on my pants. I wouldn't. Yeah. Thank God I don't have to. 21 Day Fix completely changed my life.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm just thinking for people my age group or even younger, 45 and up, it almost becomes like or it should become like a medicine. Food should be their medicine.
Absolutely, because then you don't need like to go and get drugs. You just get like
exactly.
You fill your body with food, real food, right?
That's right. And then you decrease the chances of inflammation in your body, and then you decrease the chances that you'll ever have to have, and if you ever have to have anything, a surgery or whatever, if you've fed your body, you'll bounce faster. Anyways, when I can preach to the choir here, I just have a hard time preaching to people.
Okay, you guys have any questions that you can go over? Tamara's in the car.
Questions. I guess the one thing that Tamara and
sorry, go ahead.
The one thing that Tamara and Christina, anyways, Christine, they have talked. Yeah, they talk about, or she was talking about, first week you do this, second week you do that, third week you do that of a month. And one of them was focus on coaches. But if you don't really have anyone in the funnel, that's like, who do you talk to about coaching if you don't really know who's really that interested in coaching?
Yeah, I was just talking to Tamara this morning. Like for me, coaching was the only thing that actually kept me accountable on my journey. So right now, I think the coaching opportunity is for everyone. I don't want to get clients anymore. Even if they don't want to do the business, it's totally fine. But as a discount coach, they are going to be accountable to their journey. Because I feel that you're just a customer, like, okay, I can just buy. My aunt, the biggest example, she bought. And in Brazil, the exchange rate is so expensive right now. It's like $1 for 4 reais. So she spent like $600 on a challenge pack. But it was self-help. She never used. So I feel that everyone, if you're talking to a customer, sign them up as a coach. I would
actually to tell you the truth.
That just had a baby and reached out this morning, and I said, would you like to see, we're hosting a sneak peek on how we lost our weight. We learned something. Okay. I need to see, can you like mute yourself because there's so much noise from the car. Thank you. Yeah, so I just sent a message actually inviting her for we have a team sneak peek starting tomorrow. I mean, it's already started, but like the first videos are going to go tomorrow. Right now they're just introducing themselves. But I sent his mom to the team sneak peek because I think that's how you are accountable. As a customer, I was a customer of Weight Watchers, of this, of that. I was like, okay, I would basically cheat the system. Like when I used to go for my weight in the first time, I would drink so much water. So the following week, oh my goodness, I lost so much weight. So you just you fool yourself.
I did sort of understand that, I guess, a little bit later, or I guess yesterday I was reaching out to people, and one of my friends from school, Nancy, I was asking her how she's doing with we got a 7-day clean week, which thank you, Ashley. Ashley's contributing to that a ton, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Love her in that group. Anyways, Nancy, she's a friend of mine from school, from high school, and she's into health and fitness. And we were talking on just on a chat, and I said, how are you doing? And she said she's having a hard time staying accountable. She feels like she's cheating. She's having wine in the nighttime and blah, blah, blah. She's doing well during the day, blah, blah, blah. And then she said, I don't know how to hold myself accountable or make myself be motivated to keep on track. And I right away said, you know what you need to do? You need to be a coach. And I just bluntly said it. and I said, it's to be a coach. I mean, I know there's things she need that they can buy for a lot more reasonable price, but I said it's $20 a month, blah, 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 blah. And apparently she's coming to meet me on Wednesday, and she wants to hear more about it because she thinks that will keep her accountable to her own health goals.
Journey.
So I completely agree with what you're saying, and I never really approached it that way before.
Yeah, but 4 years into this, and I was like, the customers sometimes they just don't care, right?
Yeah.
And the ones from the free clean eating, even less because it was free, so they didn't have to make an investment on themselves. Yeah. So there's whatever. Oh yeah, popcorn. Let's do it. Oh, there's the new Eat movie, right? Let's go to the movie theater. So why? They didn't pay anything. It's just free. So I can start next week. Try again next week.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And
I agree.
Margot, also what you can do, because she's Canadian, your friend?
Yeah.
Okay. Canada, we can write off less things. But I'm going to get a new iPhone this week. Usually I get every 2 years. And it's a write-off, your computer, everything. There's so many things that you can write off. We buy clothes, right? Because we have to showcase our journey. Nikes that we just got, brand new Nikes. Everything is a write-off. So basically, we go for dinner or for lunch with someone, and you just can write off that too as a business expense, even if you go to Starbucks. So it's pretty sweet when you go also into that. This year, from last year, I had $1,000.19 a refund on my tax.
I actually did use that one too, because I got, I think the first year maybe, I got $3,000 back at income tax time. Yeah. So it's like a no-brainer.
No-brainer.
I know, but it's hard to, I if I could tell each and every person, every human in Canada, I would do it. But I don't want to scare people, and I don't want to. So I start
with the journey first. That's going to help you to be accountable in your journey. And then that's kind of like the bonus, the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
No,
I agree.
Well, and can I just say, if you're talking to people in the U.S., everything is a write-off in the U.S. You can even write off your Shakeology in the U.S. Come on. Right? So
you crazy Americans.
I get you. I get that it's an expense you initially have to put out, but when you can write it off at the end of the year, and most people have another job, and so that just helps with that refund at the end of the year, and then you're looking at, okay, I got all my Shakeology money back because I wrote it off. Plus I'm healthier. Plus I'm, it's for Americans.
I got a six-pack?
Yeah, for Americans, it's mind-blowing. In Canada, we can't. I will write off once every 2 or 3 months the Shakeology, because we get a sample pack and we can give it out. But other than that, if it's consumable, we're not allowed to.
Wow, I just didn't know that expanded to like any like new phones or going out to restaurants and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I knew everything else, but wow, that's really good to know.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Are you in the US
it's
actually?
definitely worth it.
Are you in the US?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're
Even
lucky.
rent, mortgage, internet, phone bill, what else do I write off? Like my hydro, my heating and electricity, because I run a home business, so I have to pay off, like I have to do it from home, so I have to heat my house more in the winter time because I'm home. Right? All of that stuff you can write off. It's not the whole thing, but I get to write off a percentage of my house.
Oh wow, okay,
and
awesome.
the space that I work in, right? So like I actually get to write off more than I would just for Beachbody, because with Beachbody it's not like you need huge space, except that you need a space to work out.
Right.
So you need like a home gym. So
Yeah.
did you buy weights? Did you buy food track?
And then when you go to Summit, and then we buy so much clothes there. Oh, it's a write-off.
It's, I, just so you ladies know, I work in what's called the Health and Technology District out here in Vancouver or BC or whatever. And it's all about entrepreneurs. And entrepreneurs is a huge industry right now. Like beyond what we're doing, entrepreneurialism itself, like Dragon's Den and Shark Tank and that kind of stuff is huge right now. People inventing things and all that stuff. And so you have to put your head into the fact that we're able to do this as a business for an investment of $100 and whatever dollars it is in the US. Yeah. And I sit in the Innovation Hub with 10 or 12 businesses who have invested tens of hundreds of thousands of dollars to create their business. Yeah. And this is identical to that. So if you put yourself in a mindset of what they have to spend. So as an actual business, they buy the internet, they buy computers, they buy printers, they buy pens, they buy paper, they have to buy everything that they need to show themselves as a business. Yeah. And this is identical to that, but 1,000,000 times cheaper. Like way cheaper, but it gives you the ability to write off, just like them, everything that you spend, which this is the ideal type of business, in my opinion, over what they're doing, because there's a ton of risk in what they're doing in comparison to what we're doing.
Plus the overhead, the lease that they have to pay, the employees, because you have to hire people, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's almost like a lottery a little bit, because some will succeed and some won't. Yeah. And so, and I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, because everything in life is a learning experience, but in comparison to owning your own business, getting your mindset into the fact that you own your own business. And so all your expenses that you pay, your gas, your mileage, your rent, your home, your heat, your whatever, you keep those receipts all year, and you keep them in files, and then you hand them to your accountant. You tell them what you do for a living. You're a Beachbody coach. You use this much of your house, blah, blah, blah. And just watch what kind of money you might get back at income tax time.
Yeah,
it's just
amazing.
Phenomenal. Yeah.
For me, for accountability, and because I couldn't do daycare anymore, so this is my business. Plus the potential, the financial potential that you have with this business is amazing too. I don't know if you guys saw, but Angie, our immediate upline is Christina Klein, and then after her, it's Angie Belmer. And Angie Belmer, she just announced this week that her third dream is coming to reality. They just signed the papers to get her the construction of her house in Disney World. So they're wearing the hats, like the construction hat, her and Angie. And I was showing to Mary, I was like, oh my goodness. They got like a custom, we saw them since the beginning. So they used to live in a tiny little condo, and then they had their custom-made built house in Ottawa, and then in Miami. And now this is the third one. So it's like, it's just crazy. And last year in May, she made to Millionaires Club. So it's like, you can be a discount coach, you can be just accountable on your journey, or you can make this like your career.
It's whatever you want.
Exactly.
It's whatever you vision for yourself is what's going to happen, and that's all there is to it. If you have the drive to get her done, you'll do it. And to me though, one of the many reasons I love Beachbody is they don't necessarily focus on the money, which is good and bad, because sometimes I need to know how you make money. And thank goodness for you, Clarissa, because you're able to explain to me. But the fact of the matter is they focus so much on the health of other humans. That to me is way beyond what all these other businesses. It's more businesses are so focused on money and not necessarily the people, the humans. And this is completely polar opposite. They focus on the humans. And when you focus on the humans, the sky's the limit.
Yeah.
The money's a bonus.
When you actually go to Summit and then you see the motto, every year they have a different one. So like one year was Everyone Matters. Every year they have something like amazing. And then,
can I add something?
Yeah, go ahead.
So just what Margot was talking about, how like the company itself is so focused on the human, right? Like Beachbody is being proactive instead of being reactive, because the healthcare system in all the countries that we are in is tapped. People are just like getting pushed through, and they shouldn't be getting pushed through. Things are getting missed, and it's the demand on the healthcare system is so insane because of all of these things that are avoidable. Not everything is avoidable, but a lot of them are avoidable. So I have found over the past few weeks, I would say probably like since the beginning of summer, the human element of making myself available to talk to people has really shifted our business. And that is like in an info session, I will provide my phone number for people to text me or call or set up a time to call. I will actually phone someone and have a conversation about what they're going to get, what the value is, and go through those things. And just not everyone takes me up on it, but the comfort level that they have because I'm putting it out there. Look, like if you want to reach me through text, go ahead. Or if you want to set up a time to call. And it's that human element. Like I'm being real with them. So then they're like, oh, she's not just trying to sell me something. The other thing too and I heard this on a wake up call recently. It was a guy who did the wake up call. It would have been probably in August or July. And he was talking about how he doesn't recommend every single product. So I know that we're supposed to, or not supposed to, but I know there's often a push for like people to get the biggest package when it comes to the challenge pack. I personally do not recommend post-workout to most people because they don't need it, right? So the people that are going to need a post-workout are the people who don't work out at all and are going to be so insanely sore that they're not going to be able to do day 2. And then they're going to beat themselves up mentally because they didn't do day 2, so they suck and they can't break that cycle, right? Or it's going to be for someone who's really looking to bulk up. I don't need post-workout unless I'm teaching like a full day of Zumba kids. I don't drink it. So I'm not going to recommend that package to someone, and I'm going to let them know I don't normally recommend post-workout. I recommend pre-workout to everybody, but the post-workout, not necessarily. And then people are like, oh, she's not just trying to sell me the biggest package. She's not just trying to, right? They really are so receptive to that, like just human touch. So just a couple thoughts on my end. I will mute myself because I know that I'm giving you feedback. So
I actually got better.
Yeah. Well, it might have been where I was, right?
Yeah.
So.
And usually we just like recommend Shakeology because most of the people they struggle with nutrition. So like the push is like to go the challenge pack with Shakeology.
Question.
Yes.
The clothing. Believe it or not, the clothing can entice people, which is bizarre to me, but whatever, to take a look at stuff. And I saw about a month ago or a month and a half ago I know that we get commission now on the Beachbody clothing. Is there any, I haven't looked, so I probably shouldn't be, I'm asking ahead of time here, but I want to almost post about the Beachbody clothing, like the workout gear, because there's a company called Zaya, who is a friend of mine, and that's their business, is the workout clothing. And I love the Beachbody workout clothing. I'm wearing it right now. So I'm wondering if there's what you guys think about promoting the clothing as a enticement to get people interested in looking at Beachbody.
Just don't post on your page, like go to my website and buy. Don't be salesy. Like if someone's
No,
like,
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I think it would be like a conversation, like kind of private conversation. Oh, I love the wear that we have, not Zumba wear, what Beachbody wear that we have. It's an amazing, yeah, the quality is so good. But I wouldn't just post like on my Facebook, on my stories. Oh, by the way, this is my link. I hate when people do that. I hate.
But I would take a picture of me in my workout gear and be like,
Yeah.
what kind of workout gear do you guys use?
Right.
I'm loving my new workout gear. If you want to know where I got it, then let's chat.
Yeah, no, because it's beautiful stuff.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to shop in her
love
closet.
my new pants.
Well, and to me too, so many people shop online for clothing.
Everything.
Yeah, I know, but everything, but clothing is huge. And I just, when I, I'd buy that for sure. So I just wondered if you guys ever use it or how you use it. That kind of thing.
We have some coaches that get. I got really excited when Angie posted that the MM100 gear was online, but then I went with Tamara this week online and there was only like 2 tops. Everything's sold out.
Oh yeah,
because the stuff is just so beautiful. When we were at Summit, they had everything, and on the first day everything's still there. Second day sold out.
I know those crazy Beachbody coaches in the US. What are you doing? You're buying up all our gear.
I think that's
for a purpose, Margot.
Yeah, I think Maxine won for the most gear bought at Summit, though.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no.
She went home with like an extra suitcase.
And besides the commission, Margot, you also make team volume. So if you are an Emerald coach, you also cash the team cycle bonus. As an Emerald coach, it's $14, and us as a Diamond is $18 a pop. So, which is really good.
All right, guys, I gotta go.
Bye, Ashley. Thanks.
Okay, thanks, Ashley.
Again.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Ashley.
Do you have time for a picture?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so let's smile. Cheese. Okay, so now I can go.
Does anyone, I know Liliana and Brittany and Sarah are on. Do you guys have any questions before?
I do have a quick question.
Oh, there's Sarah.
Yeah.
I didn't see Sarah.
I am here. I have a question about the sneak peek. I've got one girl in particular that I'm thinking about that's done Insanity like 5 years ago and is interested in looking at this as a coach, but can they watch it at any time? Because her wedding's this week, so she's crazy busy. I've already added her to the group, but will it be open for her to watch like the...
We don't delete the videos until we redo the group. So they just stay there.
Okay.
Okay, so she's more than welcome to catch up on it after.
She can see it.
Yeah. So I
I
did get an email back from Sarah.
Ask her to tag you after she watches every video, so you know that she actually did.
Okay.
You can comment whatever question she has.
Okay. Thank you.
And while Sarah made me think of this, so is that me giving all the feedback? Sorry.
Yeah.
So Sarah sent the video, a copy of her video that we can use for our next team, like our sneak peek, which is September 24th. And I would love for like Brittany, I know Ashley just logged off, I'll message, Margot, I want videos from all of you. So Sarah did a 3-minute video on her why she started, So like, for example, Brittany, you might want to say, because you have a similar story where you started as a client and then changed to coach because you fell in love with the community of it. You know, you were feeling so much better, and now you wanted to take it to the next level of helping other people as well, right? So something about like how even in the short time that you've been with us, this has impacted your life. Because it's not enough that they hear from like the leaders of the team in an info session. They need to hear from new people. They need to hear from all of us. So I want new videos from everybody, and the deadline is September 20th. Okay?
And just make sure when you make the video, go kind of in front of a window so we have beautiful natural light. Because that was our mistake in the beginning. We would film inside like the living room, and it was so dark. And I would look like what Christina said about our videos later.
Sorry, I keep cutting out.
Yeah, she just said that it was it didn't showcase us because we are like energetic and vibrant people, and these videos were like so dark and quiet, and she was like, that's not you guys. So yeah, so always facing, like the difference between like, you know, if I'm facing a window, the lighting, it shifts so much, whereas if I'm like turned around and have the window behind me, it gives a weird effect around you.
Yeah, even for me, look, now I'm facing the window.
Yeah, it's so much different.
I think the video was kind of like that. You see?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
It's much better here.
Thank you.
I will do that for sure. It's my birthday on September 19th, so I expect all of you to wish me a huge happy birthday. So
you're close to my mama. My mama is September 18th.
I'm September 19th. Her and I are together all the time. We talk all the time behind your back.
She's way older. She's 48, 1948.
Oh yeah,
you're a spring chick.
I am a spring chicken. It's, you know what's awesome though, having the young people, all you young people on there that I see, because I'm old.
Yeah, it's so nice to have Brittany, to have Liliana, to have Sarah,
I know. But it's so cool because we have such a diverse team that if Brittany's speaking to someone older, we can help her with that if she needs help. And if we're speaking to anyone younger, she could help us with the young people.
Absolutely.
So it's yeah. No, I know. It's awesome. Love it all.
Tamara, can I just add something before everybody goes? I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, we can.
My connection is really bad. Okay, hi everybody. I know I've been out for a couple of weeks, but I wanted to say thank you for Tamara for sticking around. My stepfather finally passed away, and that's exactly why I decided I wanted to come here today, because I would never be able to be doing so well and being so calm and being so okay with it if it wasn't for this program, if it wasn't for what this company has done to me. And I did get a little sidetracked for the last 2 weeks. But I love that idea of the video that you mentioned, Tamara. I know I already did my why video, but because this is a new start for me, I will be doing another video again. And I love that idea. So that's super cool. And that's it. That's all I wanted to say. Sorry, guys.
Thank you for sharing, Liliana, and we're sending you so much love, okay?
No, thank you. No crying, no crying. No crying.
But I'm crying because I know what it's done for me.
Yeah.
Right, too. And to like hear from somebody else that they also are having, you know, an experience like that, where like I look at my summer that I had, and I've never had so much fun with my kids because I'm present as a mom. Right? I'm here in this moment, and I was always so distracted and like thinking about what I had to do next. And I freaking had such a great summer with everyone because of that.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, I get up early, and yeah, I work out, and I probably sacrifice on sleep. But the fact that I can look back at this summer and be like, I have all of these amazing moments and memories one's with my kids, one's with my parents, one's with Clarissa, one's with the team. Like, I'm just so grateful for that. And so to hear from you, yes, of course, I'm sad for you about your father-in-law passing away and losing a family member. It's the strength that you have as a woman and the courage and that got me like.
But Tamara, I tell you, none of this, like, even though I have not been constantly posting on the last 2 weeks, I have done my workout, I have not worried so much about my nutrition, I still did it. You know, I didn't do it 100%. I remember you telling me once, because I could never get the the daily tracker for me. That was,
Yeah.
and I remember you telling me, it's okay, just mark it. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just as long, focus on what you're accomplishing. And that kind of is what got me through every day. I still planted my seed. I didn't plant 100 seeds a day. I planted maybe 1, maybe 2, you know, but I focused more on my journey and how I was going to feel with that. And I have to be okay to be able to help other people. And I was not okay before. And I didn't even realize it until I lost myself throughout the whole process and trying to help others and not being okay. So this is kind of what my 2 weeks took. And I would never be able to not cry after this, or be able to have this conversation and share this with you guys. You know, I thought 5 times, I was like, should I go on the call? Should I not go on the call? Should I go? And I said, no, I'm going to go and I'm going to share, because I know all of you had experiences like that. I understood Margot also had an experience with somebody like that. And, you know, these things, I hope that they will give motivation to somebody else, or to somebody that is watching the call and that is just starting, you know, because this is what the program has done to me. Like, you see it. I am right here. I am telling you, this is what it has done to me. So yeah, thank you guys for being here.
I think Clarissa, we're probably running out of time, right?
Yeah, sorry.
I got the 10-minute warning a while
I know, but
ago.
it counts down on the top left. You'll see a little countdown on the top left.
Whoops, less than a minute.
Yeah, okay. So I think we should probably end it there. Thank you for sharing, Liliana. Thank you everyone for being on. Remember, we are here for you. So Brittany, if you have questions because of this call, Sarah, you know, you can always reach out. Margot, Liliana, we love you all. Ashley, who had to sign off. Motivator Maggie says bye, and have a fabulous Sunday, everybody.
Bye.
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 So you just hit end meeting.